And so it is that we have awareness of that which is needed and that which we must undertake in order to further advance and elevate our respective selves, but remembering that our respective selves are part of the divine plan, part of the accumulation of that which is. It is not superficial. It is not to be ignored or brushed to the side. It is not to be glossed over. But there needs to be the realization with everyone, and we speak of everyone having been called, there needs to be the recognition and the acceptance that indeed time is nigh. It is time to take hold, to take stock, and to examine your commitment to yourself, to your role, to your calling, and to the totality of that which is underway, which will take place, and which is the divine plan. It is not for you to perceive this as being heavy or burden, but it is to embrace the love, but embrace the extra calling upon you now, in order that you lift and raise not only your vibration, but your dedication and commitment to your calling. Notice that we say to your calling, for you each have roles to play. It is not to try to be, but it is to accept what is. And as you occupy higher space, let it be that your connection be enriched, and as it be enriched, it will indeed be higher, much higher. And just as we entered and brought forth higher elevation, this is an example, merely an example of what will be witnessed, but at far greater level. But it is likewise to be remembered that as you make yourselves available for higher elevation, your protection will be tested and tested and tested by those who seek to destroy. And whereas we emphasize this point, the necessity for protection, we again underline and emphasize that the further you elevate, the further you awaken, the greater your protection and connection. Do not brush aside, do not be afraid, but indeed welcome. Place yourselves in similar situations to what you will imagine, as indeed took place all those years ago when the Master walked the earth. There were those close to him, but many followed merely as a flock of sheep. It is up to you whether you be a sheep or a follower. But it is that we call upon you to be dedicated, committed, truthful, not only to yourself, but to your calling. And remember that the calling upon you is the calling from the divine. Enough for now.
Indeed, words that we need to truly take on. Thank you. And this is the important information that we all need to embrace. We remember that we are all light. Every one of us is a light worker. We are all of love and light, and we need to embrace that. Regardless of what is going on in life, remember that is a deterrent and a distraction from remembering the truth of who we truly are. And when we are called, we have that awareness that I know that there is a lot more of me that will shine forth. You can feel it warming your heart. And this is the connection that we feel. And especially when we come to this divine dwelling, remembering that Jesus and the divine team called this place their home, where they will be, where they will present. And so this is a very sacred journey for all of us who embrace it. So
this is true. Yes, it's Gordon now. This is true. Right back in whenever it was, 2009. They should be on. It was all made known. It was all made known. But again, is it that we have to have everything laid out in front of us for us to move closer, to become more involved? Do we have to know the end of the story before we read the book? Do we have to know the outcome before we allow ourselves to be involved? I put it to you likewise, and yes, they're still partially with me, but I put it to you likewise, that life is full of twists and turns. We don't anticipate everything because it's impossible. We need to have the restored faith and trust in ourselves, whereby we stand firmly in the power of our convictions, where we know we have divine link available to us. But again, what will we do about it? There is a huge calling worldwide from Spirit of the Highest at this time, and it increases day by day. Yet many light workers still find it difficult to step up. The world needs peace, divine, elevated love, light, and peace. But we need the elevation. We need to be in that awakened state whereby everything is of divine will, not the me will. It's a case of what can we each do, not only to help ourselves, but to help the totality. For as we help the totality, indeed, we help ourselves. We all know well the teachings which have been shared time and time and time again. It's for us to rise and to shine. Yes, shine our light, but allow our light to shine and resonate, not only with others, but with ourselves. We can project positivity, love, everything else. But what is it taking place with us? Are we true to our calling? Are we true to ourselves? Are we bathing in elevated love and light? If we were, we would be so engaged, enthralled, deliriously happy with positivity. The old well-worn expression of things rolling off the duck's back, water rolling off the duck's back, would be so alive. Nothing would get to us. Because it's positivity. We are well linked, we are elevated, we are awakened. We would be encouraging others to get out of the muck, to lift themselves. And that would be the greatest message for everybody. Rise and shine. Lift your game. Get away from the doom and the gloom. There is so much love and life out there. Is it any wonder we are called the lighthouse, the house of light? Spirit gave the name. Even one light federation under which we operate. One light. Unification of spirit. Put it all together. We should all know this, of course. But is it that we remember? Is it that we put it into practicality and put it into play? Can we genuinely say of ourselves that we are the epitome of God's love and light? That is a mighty question. A very, very, very powerful question. And you can rest easily that you will not be asked to supply your answer now. But Spirit, look forward to your answer. We can all do so much more. Rise and shine. And stand tall. Remember, when you stand tall, it is that you judge and estimate yourself. There is no judgment from higher level. You know whether you stand tall. So let it be that you stand tall. Yes, they're obviously still present. Thank you. Yes. So it's been a very different introduction to the church service this day. But it is that the message remains the same, regardless whether it comes from our voices, whether it comes from Spirit. It is still the same message. And the message is that which has already been articulated. It has already been stated. But is it that you understand and comprehend the message? Is it that you accept the message? Again, the book doesn't change, so to speak. The script doesn't change. The message doesn't change. What changes is our connection, our involvement, our standing, our attitudes, the influences around us. That is what changes. But the beauty is that we have the power within us and the connection to call upon, which becomes unification, whereby we can then be the creators and create the space not only within ourselves, but around us. We can shine our light, but we can also encompass those around us, full circumstances. When someone walks into a room, we've said before, when someone walks into a room full of light, as in they have the light, everyone looks around, wondering what just happened. Friends, this can be you. It needs be you. And indeed, it is said, when Jesus walked this earth, for massive distances before him, after him, around him, in all directions, the energy would be felt. It is difficult to comprehend, for you have not experienced. But you have to accept as true, if you will. Such is the power of divinity, of elevation, of the awakened state. It is not in any way to be viewed as burden. On the contrary, it's the greatest accolade that you can have. It's your invitation to be involved, to truly be a messenger divinely appointed. You all have tongues. Of this you cannot deny. As you have tongues, you can therefore talk. But again, there are two versions of talk. T-A-L-K or T-O-R-Q-U-E. The difference is obvious. You have the opportunity to articulate, to bring forth, to share, to radiate, to project with love, and allow everyone, including yourself, to bathe in divine and higher light. And the other version, T-O-R-Q-U-E, is that you have the power to talk, to manipulate, to craft, to shape, and therefore even change lower vibration and negativity into elevated state, where it be purely of love and light. This is what it's about. And when at this level and in this state, it is that we all radiate and shine full of love. Life is no longer an effort. Life is to be enjoyed. And it is that it's available to each and every one. Each and every one. Not only those gathered here, not only those who have a look at a broadcast. It's available to everyone, but it must start somewhere. So let it be that you indeed be the instigator of spreading it to those around you. This is a sacred place. Spirit chose this place. It is sacred. So why not bring and invite everyone to share and bathe in this divine light? Not only yourselves. One attribute associated with this level of awakening is that we share. Why keep the best merely for ourselves? We would never lock things away in a wardrobe or a cupboard so that others don't see. Why would we keep this a secret? It is to be shared with love and light, just indeed as Jesus shared and made available and did everything possible to awaken, to lift, to elevate. We all have the opportunity, not necessarily to be Jesus, but we all have the opportunity to do and be so much more. And it is by following what has been given, putting into place what has been given, accepting who we are, as in you. It is to accept who we are. And then mark these words, for it is only then that you will realize that these words, as you will be looking retrospectively, were so prophetic. It is just the same after you apply yourself to various crafts, to various studies, and you complete and conclude and achieve your qualifications. You look back and you think and realize, yes, I was there, now I am here. It is the same, but more, allied to what we have already said. Is it time? We've already stated that it is. There is no better time for you to act. Put in place what is already there and available. But share. Don't let this be the world's greatest secret.
we now move into meditation. And so now as we move into meditation, knowing that we prepare a sacred space where we move into the stillness, into the quiet, into the calm, into the peace. So as you see yourself bathing in your light, let it be that you give permission to engage with the divine, to bathe in the divine blessings, to receive the healing, the guidance, the wisdom. And it is now, as we surrender, that you become aware of the shift of light. As you remember that the divine team that work with you, the love and light that encompasses you, moving closer, so that you remember that you are never alone, that you remember that you have a support team there waiting for you. And it is now time to truly allow yourself to listen. Listen with your heart. Listen with your eyes. Listen with all your senses heightened as you bathe in the divine. And in this moment, you become aware of a bright light above you, shining directly upon you, warming you, reminding you that the shower of light continues providing. And now you see yourself raise an arm into the light, and you feel the light upon your hand. You feel the light flowing through your hand, down your arm. You become aware of the light entering into your body. You become aware that you are one, that you are connected to the divine source of light. And you now feel yourself rising up into this light, knowing that as you elevate, knowing that as you rise, feeling the love, feeling the warmth, the surprise. For it reminds you that you are one with this vibration. And it is through this vibration that you remember that the glory of light that is within you comes forth as the light engages. And as you now see the divine light continuing to glow, and you are bathing in it, receiving the healing, let it be that you allow yourself to receive, feeling lighter and lighter as you rise, until you see the eagle before you, the wings outstretched, gliding, showing you how easy it is to be above things, showing you the ease of being your truth. And as you connect to the vibration of the eagle, you become aware that your vision becomes so clear. That you become aware of your eyes, and you become aware of a vision before you. And this is the divine wanting you to see yourself at your best. You are in awe of what you see, the vibration, the colour, the glowing light that presents. And here you are, bathing in your light garment, the glory of light. You feel the love within your heart, the love of light, the love of sight, the love of all that you are. And it is in remembering this as the vision is given to you that you can achieve, that you can master, that you can conquer. And glide in flight, rising high above, remembering the true light within you. And in this moment you feel the vibration moving through you, as though it is awakening you to this truth, reminding you of your beauty, reminding you that you have light to share, reminding you that your presence upon the earth is very special. And in this moment of unification, you feel the peace and comfort moving through your body. I am comfortable wearing my light garment. I am comfortable viewing this magnificent vision that has been presented to me. For here I am, a willing participant of life, a willing participant to receive the blessings of the divine, to be the expression so here I am, present in the presence of my righteousness and truth, lovingly, enjoying the delight of the showering warm glow that encompasses. In this moment, you feel the dazzling light at your feet, as the light reminds you that you are upon earth, that your spirit engages in the divine. And now allow your spirit to be free. As you feel the vibration in your feet, knowing that you are being prepared to return back to the present moment upon earth, Bringing your awareness back to your body. Feeling so much lighter, peaceful, calm, knowing that you have received healing, knowing that you have received the guiding light to help you upon your journey. Remember the strength of you, the power of you, the compassion of you. So let it be now. As you walk the earth, be the example of the loving light of the divine. And as you now take in a deeper breath, bringing your awareness back to the present, giving thanks for all that you have received. Peacefully embracing. And now when you are ready, moving fingers and toes and opening your eyes.